Yo, welcome back to the second episode of the fourth quarter podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan. We got R Dot back with us. What's going on, bro?
What's the word, broski?
Hey, before we get into football, I just want to give a quick shout out to Coco Golf, becoming the youngest player to win a Grand Slam since Serena did back in 1999. So shout out to her, man.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, she did her thing. I don't know if you watch tennis or if you into tennis at all, but
I heard
she
it's been
snapped.
everywhere. Yeah, it's been everywhere. I sure heard.
Yeah. So now that we got that out the way, let's talk about that Kansas City and Detroit Lions game.
Bro, we called it, bro. We literally called it, bro. We knew it was gonna be a shootout. We knew it was gonna be close. Hey, I like the Lions spread. I didn't expect them to come out and win, but no Kelsey. Not taking nothing against the Lions, but no Kelsey. He out there with junior varsity receivers. It is what it is. Like it was. He didn't. Mahomes couldn't catch a break. He couldn't catch a break.
Yeah, man. Kadarius Tony, he need a new pair of gloves, bro. He need a new glove because it wasn't working out for him.
Yeah,
Man, they had what 3, 4 drops. Some of
yeah.
them were very key. If not all.
Interception for a pick six, third down conversion that was needed. So is that yeah? But they're trying to make him the new Tyreek Hill, and I knew I'm like with his injuries, I'm like that doesn't make sense. Like they're trying to use him how they use Tyreek Hill, and he's not that guy.
He's not, bro. I mean, I liked what I saw from Rice though. Like he stepped up,
Oh
even though
yeah,
he a
him and
rookie.
MVS was solid. They should have went to the more. They were trying to go to Scott Moore and Tony. They should have been going to Rice and MVS, but I bet you they're gonna adjust next week. So
Oh, for sure. I guarantee you, Rice gonna get a lot more reads than he did last game because I mean, every time he touched the ball, he produced. He scored one of the touchdowns, if not both.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, facts. Yeah, I want to say one.
I'll say this about Detroit: they had a overall good game. Um, Looking at them as a division rival, I'm not really like, nervous.
Oh my
I
God!
the
They
thing the
cap gonna start. They cap gonna start early.
It's not no. What I'm saying is like I didn't see nothing that was extremely impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like Gibbs. I guarantee you, if Gibbs had more touches, then I probably would have a different response than what I got now.
Right.
But he didn't have that many touches. It was more so Montgomery getting the ball, and I mean I already know what Montgomery looked like because he used to be a Bear. But you feel me?
But I
I
feel like
wasn't. I wasn't. I wasn't like overly impressed with something.
I mean, yeah, I can see that, but at the same time, those were the defending. Well, they want to be defending Super Bowl champs. Outside of Kelsey and Chris Jones, I feel like they display a different type of aggression than the Bears have showed me so far. So even that the running attack, I just going off last week when we spoke on the Bears run defense being horrible. Unless they show me something today, like it's really those pieces they added is gonna really bring them up on the run defense. Detroit will run the ball all over the Bears. Like they're gonna run them to sleep. Then you got Mr. Perfect at quarterback. Jared Goff hasn't thrown an interception since like week 8 of last season. So yeah,
Is my camera frozen?
yeah, you look definitely frozen.
I don't know what's going on. Give me a second.
Here,
Having technical difficulties over here.
for the shoe,
What time do they play today?
12. Yep, 12 p.m. Kind of, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like hey, I'm ready to see AR though. So
There
there
we
you
go.
go. Yeah.
And hopefully AI, snaps real quick. I know in my fantasy league, I'm going against AI. Somebody got
I'm
him as
going.
a starting quarterback.
I'm going against Fields.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have Mahomes. I got Mahomes. He barely hit 20 fantasy points. He didn't even hit 20. It was like 19.80. So
But if we
hopefully
being
Fields
honest, that wasn't his fault though.
yeah. It's like Fields. I want Fields to have a bad day because of fantasy, but I'm going with Bears money line, so he needs to have a great day. Fuck the fantasy. Well, forget the fantasy. You know.
Oh, we gonna get into to the legs for the day shortly.
So.
But let's transition to college football real quick. I know you saw the Colorado and Nebraska game.
Okay, yeah, we can start off with that. Okay.
So Shador Sanders, I said Stevenson. Shador Sanders, would you say that he has showcased enough in these first two games to be considered in the Heisman talk?
It's crazy. I had an argument with one of the coaches I'm with. He literally said Shador or Hunter are not Heisman caliber. Pretty much said they're rolling because Prime was able to go in the transfer portal and get stars, right? And said like basically Sanders has so much help that he shouldn't. The numbers he putting up should be putting up. So I feel like to me Sanders for sure is a Heisman candidate. Now Hunter, I feel like with that going both ways, he's gonna have up and down games. Even though he had 3 receptions for 74 yards, which is nice. But I don't really see him as a Heisman candidate unless he showed me more on defense. But they're not gonna throw to him though. They're not gonna throw his way. So it's like he might, but Sanders, he gonna be top 5 by mid-season. I feel like he's really gonna be like top 5, top 3.
I think after the first 2 games, I think they said that he's on pace to break the single season record of touchdowns thrown and yards.
So yards by a couple thousands.
Yeah, because he's already almost at 1,000 yards, and it's just been 2 games.
2 games, that's wild.
2 games. So I think that if people aren't on notice now, when they go against USC in a couple weeks,
yeah, that's what it is. They need a comp. They need to play a comp where at first it was like TCU. The starters are gone. Everybody's gone. Now it's Nebraska. Well, Nebraska gonna beat them. Now when Nebraska beat them, Nebraska really sucks. So now they're gonna have to beat somebody who about a third or about a 4th, 5th game, you can't say they suck or they was expected to suck. So they got to play a good comp to everybody and make them believe. They made me a believer. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they cold.
I don't know who had a worse weekend, the quarterback from Nebraska or Kadarius Toney, because they both were mid this week.
Bro, that quarterback from Nebraska, I said it last game when they played Minnesota, that quarterback sucks. Like, he's not, and I love college football, the direction we're going. We want to replicate Cam Newton. We want to replicate Lamar Jackson. I get it. But I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of seeing them put these running quarterbacks in shotgun just to run QB draws the whole game. Because it gets to a point when we're dealing with Power 5 and Big D1, you have to be able to pass the ball. We're in the day and age where you have the DBs are lackluster. DBs are not what they used to be. So you need to be able to throw the ball. Nowadays, we have better athletes on the D-line and linebacker cores, so you can't really just try to run nowadays. So I feel like he's one of them guys where they saw he got good legs, he got a little bit of arm, he's a quarterback.
And he got size.
Yeah, that's now you notice across college, all the quarterbacks. I'm all for black quarterbacks being back there. I love a good black quarterback. I'm fighting for black people, but at the same time, we are getting away from the prototypical version of a quarterback, where your job is to throw the ball. We're so focused on people running the ball, we getting away from what a quarterback job is to do. Like, he's one of them guys, and he's not the only one that they're putting in the fire. He needs to be a wildcat quarterback. Leave me in the wildcat.
Yeah. I know you brought up black quarterbacks. It's 14 of them starting the NFL week 1. So shout out to that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that because of, Cam Newton and Mike Vick and all of the mobile quarterbacks that
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, it's like people want a mobile quarterback and sometimes forget, like, you have to throw. You have to throw,
yeah.
So speaking of which, I know since we're on the subject of college football, the Texas and Bama game, that's a prime example of another quarterback that you're talking about.
Bro, I was a favorite. I loved Alabama that game. Quinn
I took
lost
the
that.
Texas money line.
Quinn lost that weight. He lost that baby weight, cut that hair. The boy can hoop now. Quinn is, bro, it's crazy because they got Archie Manning. They got, the baby boy. So I'm a Manning fan, of course. So I'm hoping Quinn have a bad game. They throw Archie in. Man, Archie might not play this season. I ain't gonna lie. He might not play this. That Quinn is nice. She showed me.
Bro, yeah, I was telling your LB, JB that. I'm like, baby Manning's his time gonna be next year, bro.
It's gonna be next year for sure.
Because Quinn, bro, if you even look back at last year when they played against Alabama, he was doing, some good things, even when he still had that weight. And then as soon as he got injured, it was like, oh yeah, it's pretty much over.
He looks like an NFL quarterback. I could see him.
Yeah. I could see him being one of the top 5 QBs in this upcoming draft if he continues to play the way he playing.
Hey, that's it. Is he going to the draft?
I mean, I would assume so.
Because last year he was injury prone, so I don't know if he going. That depends on this season. But also going back to flipping into Alabama, they have a 5-star quarterback, 4-star I think, from Georgia. Good bro. He's a freshman. The community out there wants him to start. Like he's that guy. Like as a freshman.
Is that Jalen?
No. I'm talking about backup. They backup.
What's his name?
Dylan, I think. Yeah, Dylan. He's a
transfer from Georgia.
No, he's a true freshman. Oh, he's a true freshman. And when I mean the whole Alabama community really wants him to start, and it's like I'm surprised Nick said because he's more of a Nick Saban type quarterback. Sit in the pocket, throw. You feel me? He's from that caliber, that type of life. So I don't. For me, because we saw the whole Jalen Hurts, Nick Saban saga. That didn't work. Those type of quarterbacks usually don't thrive in Nick Saban-based offenses. Let's be honest. Nick Saban's always done well. Look at Young. Young can move a little bit, but he's used to pocket passing, throw the ball, get it downfield. That's not a type of quarterback. He doesn't fit Nick Saban. So I almost feel like Saban is conforming to the pressures of quarterback styles nowadays. We want
that man was holding on to the ball way too long.
Yeah.
And I mean, shout out to Texas defense because they played a hell of a game. But still, bro, like if you know that ain't nothing down there, start to move out the pocket a little bit quicker than you were, but at least throw it away because he got sacked a lot.
Yeah, because he doesn't like to throw it away. I noticed that he tries to make plays with his feet. You losing yards because you just want to throw it away. He hates throwing it away. I'm looking at it like, bro, just get the ball off.
Shedeur Sanders was doing the same thing.
Yeah, Sanders, I feel like this week that 5 was on him. He wasn't ready for that 5 because last week TCU, they wasn't getting as much pressure as Nebraska was getting. This week that 5, because I seen it. When the pressure is coming, especially from his blind side, he will freeze up. Once he feels it, he freezes up. He'll nut up. I'm here. Bro, you got it. Bro, and he got a little bit of wheels. Like, why don't you run? Like, he's scared to run unless Prime has told him, like, if you can help it, don't run. Because that's what it seemed like. Because he doesn't. Right. Bro, they giving you a 5-yard gain at minimum. If we in the red zone, why are you looking to throw the ball? If you don't run, take this hit.
Like you said, he definitely got feet. Yeah. He's got it losing. You saw that one play on that 2-point conversion where he, shook out the jam on some Pat Mahomes type caliber and got the ball off.
I think he's not trying to conform to the stereotype of our quarterbacks. That's what I think it is. He's trying to show out of all the quarterbacks, he's literally trying to show I can sit in here.
I can sit in the pocket and
throw.
Put it on the money.
Yeah, that's gonna be his argument for when the draft comes. Whenever he does go, I can sit in here and throw. His arm strength is crazy. He threw a 40-yard bomb with one arm, hood. Like when he didn't need to tap, he used one arm. I'm like, yeah, he's crazy. Like his arm strength is wild.
Yeah. Hey man, like I said, I think his coming out party, if it hasn't already happened, it's gonna be against USC.
And y'all love it. Y'all love that game. That's gonna be I'm not
somebody said that USC and Colorado game gonna look like the BET Awards. Drake gonna be they said Drake gonna be sidelined with a jersey half Shedeur Sanders, the other half Bronny James.
You know he is. Now he gonna have Caleb Williams and Shedeur Sanders. He love that.
And let's get into these Sunday hot takes. coming from yours truly. Nate said the Colts are the drunkest franchise in the league. I don't know how you feel about that, man.
We're building. I don't have an argument. What JV say? We rebuilding, bro. We rebuilding. So yeah, I don't have much to say. Go for the shoot, man. Go Colts.
Hey, I think I was talking to you about this last week. About earlier this week, the spread for the Bears and Packers game.
Not mess with it.
I said so originally. Here you go, Tom. Since we on the subject, originally I think the line was -6.5 Bears.
Yeah.
The spread.
Yeah.
But when I put in my bet yesterday, the line was at -1.5. So I took that.
Yeah, it's 1.5 right now.
Yeah, I took that.
Well, they money line draw. It's -118. It's value on the money line now. Remember, it was at one point. It was 126. Bro, let's talk about the Packers. Okay.
My boy Nate, the Bears. You know. So speaking of which, I got some good little lays for this Packers and Bears game, and then I got like a Hail Mary for like anytime touchdowns later on today. So one of my legs, I got Bears money line, Justin Fields anytime touchdown, DJ Moore anytime touchdown, Justin Fields over 200 plus passing yards, and Khalil Herbert over 40 rushing yards.
That's decent. That's decent. Well, first week with props, I don't even know how props gonna look because I never with the props. You never know how the rotation of everybody, like especially coming out, like they be having people on snap counts and stuff like that. So that should be it. That shit though, for sure. I love the Herbert pick though, especially with that Packers run defense. No, it's Zadarius Smith. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, Bears have to run the ball to open up that pass because they expect them to throw.
What about Justin Fields 40 plus rushing yards?
He's a running back. He's gonna get that. It's respect. It's respect, but he gonna get that. They know that he gonna sort of height and then just gonna run. Like, but I'm going with Bears money line though, all the way. They're without Watson. They're without their wide receiver 1. Jordan Love first game coming on Lake Shore, hostile territory. I'm going with the Bears money line. The Packers just don't have enough. Unless AJ Jones step up, or Aaron Jones, does he step up? I don't know. I don't really like the Packers today. You don't know what type of team you're going to get. So I feel like that's a lot. All that should hit just based off the Packers. With A-Rod being gone, they have to find their identity now. What type of team are we going to be, right? Are we going to run? Are we going to pass? Are we going to trust Jordan Love? Or are we going to edge him into the game? And today I feel like they're probably going to edge them to the game, knowing the Bears' run defense from last season is, they're probably going to pound the ball today. I expect like a low-scoring game. I want to do something with the total. The total is at 40.5, but I expect a low-scoring game. What you think?
No, bro.
40 is nice. 40 can happen.
40 is definitely
40 is nice. Like I looked at that, like hold on, because it was at 41. It dropped a point.
The thing is, I don't see Green Bay scoring that many touchdowns.
And that's the thing. I'm like, okay, I could account for Bears to at least get 14 to 20. I couldn't account for that, but Green Bay, I just don't. But it is Green Bay. Green Bay, they got Matt LaFleur. He's a wizard. You feel me? So that's my guy. I love Matt LaFleur, but it's just like that they don't have no talent.
Hey, he got a point because you did say Zadarius earlier talking about Zadarius ain't played for the Pack in like 3 years. Because remember he went to the Vikings before.
Yeah, he went to the. That's what I meant. Like once he left, I noticed their defense like sucks. Like they run their defense like it's horrible. Like rush defense. I'm talking about.
They got
They haven't been a tough run defense since he was there, which I was speaking on.
Yeah, because they still got some pieces. They got Rashawn, Gary, or Gray, and Kenny Clark. So they got some pieces on defense. I just don't think it's gonna be enough for the Bears. I also had another one where, like I said, I took the spread -1.5, and then I had Aaron Jones 40+ yards. I think they're gonna run the ball heavy, seeing that Watson is out and Romeo Dobbs is questionable, more than likely gonna be out as well. Which leaves what Jalen Reed, they rookie, and Musgrave. I think is
Yeah,
who they have.
Musgrave. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know about that one. Run heavy game for them. My final take on that, I think the Bears are gonna win 28-17. So that's still under that 40.
Okay, I was gonna do the math. All right.
Yeah, that's 30. I think it's 20 total of 35. Yeah. So,
Now 28 plus
I don't
7.
know, 45. No, that's over there.
That's 45.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, look, like I said, I don't see them scoring that many touchdowns. I got Justin Fields throwing for 2, running one in. So yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Man, I just have this bad feeling. Like I just hope Jordan Love just don't come out and just do it to him, bro. I just got a feeling like he could play a crazy game, like, cause this is his year, you know, like this is literally your year. Like you got to show us something, right? So I feel like he could probably, yeah, but he don't have no receivers.
I think the over under for passing yards for him was at like 150, 160.
Oh yeah, they finna run the ball.
Yeah. So we gonna see. Like I said last podcast episode, bro. For the sake of the rivalry, I hope Jordan Love is good. I just don't think today gonna be his day. Like
Right.
he missing pieces, and he going against a home team. You feel me? So like, I just don't see it happening in week 1. What's your hot takes for this NFL Sunday?
I'm steady. My craziest hot take. I'm taking, even though it might not be a hot take, Watson. I'm not a believer of Watson. I'm not a believer. This whole thing where they finna just go and whoop on Burrow, and Burrow just signed the highest paid quarterback contract of all time, and you think he's gonna let Deshaun Watson? Like I just don't see that. Everybody is high on the Browns. Yes, they have Chubb. Yes, they have Amari Cooper. Cool. Those guys kind of been around. They there. You know, they linger around. So I just don't really expect. Even though Amari Cooper had 1,100 yards last season, he had a nice season. Don't get me wrong, but that's not really high on the Browns. I'm not high on Watson. I expect the Bengals to win by at least 10 plus points. Not gonna lie.
10 plus for the Bengals.
And the lines are closed. The lines are closed. It's like the Bengals are like -130, so the lines is close. So it could go either way. But I'm not. Browns got to show me.
Yeah, my hot take for week 1, and I said it pretty much last episode. Be prepared for the Zay Flowers coming out party. Mark Andrews has been ruled out.
Oh yeah.
So Zay Flowers is definitely going to get more targets. I had him on a late for anytime touchdown today. So
I like that. I like that. They get red zone. Yeah, he's shifty. I feel like if they get inside the 20, he's shifty enough. He can get in there.
Yeah. I also had TJ Hawkinson as an anytime touchdown today. Yeah. They going against Tampa Bay.
Okay, speaking of that game, how do you feel about that? Because why is the line so close? This trap? Because who is the Buccaneers quarterback?
Baker Mayfield.
That's what I'm saying. Why is the line 4.5? But the Texans and the Ravens are 10.
I think it's that close because of the defense, bro. I think it's that close because of the defense.
Yeah, the Vikings get no, and this is what happened last year. The Vikings get no respect. They never get respect. I'm like, bro, for them to have the season they had and the Bucs had the season they had last year, why is the line so close?
And mind you, they had that season last year with Tom Brady. Tom Brady gone.
And Baker Mayfield came on over, and
that's supposed to be his replacement,
bro. Like, and Kyle Trask is the backup. Like, let's be for real, bro. And Baker
mid on top of mid.
Yeah, mid on top of mid. No, dogs.
It's always that one person. Shout out my boy Alante. Y'all started it out 1-0.
Oh yeah. Lions.
But it's okay.
Lions fans can talk. They can talk right now.
So I
They got a culture over there.
I went to a Detroit bar out here with him to watch the game. Of course, I was wearing my Chicago Bears apparel, but they was in that deep. Like they was in that deep. They cheered for their team. I didn't know it was that many people that was out here that are Lion fans.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
They were definitely excited about the win. Of course, they was a little bit nervous towards the end of the game. But yeah. You got your LB in here.
There you go.
He said,
wait. Bengals are minus 112 now. What just happened?
Let me see.
Is somebody out? Because the line is at minus 115. What happened? Yeah. Well, I might stay away. Hey, bro.
Hey.
Watch out.
He said, "Who is dude with the?" You got your other LB in here. Said, "Imagine if Jones and Kelsey was on the roster.
Yeah,
get back is near." I mean, if we being honest, bro, like, yeah, y'all are missing Kelsey, and it definitely showed. But y'all not gonna pay Chris Jones. I mean, y'all should. Seeing how Detroit's offense was just
he don't even want that much. He don't even want that much. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. He only wanted like 80 million. The rest of them getting like 100-some million. Like he didn't want that. Like they could pay him that.
Yeah. So I mean that's what it's gonna boil down to. Like actually giving him that money. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, the defense was all right. Pretty much the entire game. Like they did what they were supposed to do. They looked how I expected them to look without Chris Jones. But that man is a very big piece to y'all defense. He is the biggest piece to y'all defense. Right. So why not pay that man?
That's a fact. All right. So, what's your top picks, Sunday picks? We'll run the games.
Okay.
These lines are shifting crazy, bro. Like I don't even know.
Yeah. Which one did you just say? Change. Oh, yeah. It's so right now. I see the
Bengals. I like
it's negative 112.
Yeah, I like Bengals money line now. Because at first it was minus 130. I'm like, I ain't gonna. It was too. I didn't like the odds on that just to take it straight up. But minus 112, man, that's a spread value right there.
Yeah.
And
the spread is at negative 1.5.
Yeah. Did the Bengals? Did they rule somebody out or something?
To my knowledge, no. Like from what I'm hearing, Joe Burrow's supposed to be playing today. So
all right.
Nick said he don't want that much. Could also apply to Jonathan Taylor.
bro, he wants $20 million a year as a running back. It's not happening. I have one good season or two. I get 1.5 good season, I guess.
It's crazy he was a running back and you're not advocating for them right now.
Yeah, because I'm realizing, like, even just realizing the injuries and the effects of just constantly getting hit and just seeing how injury-prone running backs is, I kind of get it. Like, from a business scope, I get it. Not saying running backs don't deserve it, but it's like, especially when you can photocopy multiples 5'9", 5'10", 222, 210 running backs out of college. Like, everybody is 5'9", 5'10". 210, 205, gas speed. Like you can just, if you got a good old line, you can plug anybody in there. That's what I'm learning. Like with running backs, with the line, you can, of course, you got freaks of nature like Christian McCaffrey, and because he's more of a receiver. Gibbs, like they receiver types. But if you don't got that receiver type, bro, we can go get somebody, put them behind this old line, bro, and run north and south.
So you think 16 a year is too much for him?
If he. Depending on, because he gonna try to pass his physical, he's gonna try to play week 5. If he come with it, no. If he come with it, play him. But it's like you didn't, especially coming off an injury-prone season. Like, bro, how can you can't just assure a franchise like, bro, y'all pay me this money, I'm gonna be good, bro. You were constantly hurt. Even that season, he went crazy. He got hurt.
Yeah.
So it's like he just injury prone. So that's just putting your eggs in one basket right there. Especially when we rebuild it, like, okay, let's see how you work with AR, because y'all might not work. We might not need you because we sticking with AR. So it's like it's one of those like that we have to see if they can work too. Because AR is the guy. We're building around AR. We're not building around you no more. Technically, like we're not really building around JT no more.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's this league is so much different now when it comes to running backs, bro. Because I mean, so many mobile quarterbacks in the league, so you got somebody who could throw the ball and run the ball. But on top of that, like you said, you can just plug in pretty much anybody and get some progression in the rushing aspect of your game. So it's like, why have these, big name running backs, quote unquote, and pay them all of this money when this money could be going somewhere else? But I feel like if you balling for your team, you should get paid.
Finish out I feel like it's not even like finish out your contract and go there. Like this whole thing, and I get it, but it's like, bro, this is a way, but guys don't even play out their contract. You got one good season. Hey, bro, pay me the bread now. Like, bro, finish out your contract.
Yeah.
But also,
I was gonna say, for me, like I said, most of my plays for the day were centered around the home team. But I did have a little Hail Mary, like a little throw it up there. If it get caught, it get caught. So I did a anytime touchdown leg. It was a 10-legger.
Okay. So you crazy. You love them.
So look, it was Deebo Samuels.
That happened.
TJ Hawkinson.
That happened.
Zay Flowers, like I mentioned earlier.
Long, but that happened.
Scary Terry.
That's gonna happen.
Jamar Chase.
That's gonna happen. Gonna be a little tough.
Travis Etienne. They going against y'all, bro.
I know. That's why I said that, bro. That can happen. Like I don't want it.
You don't want it to happen, but I mean, it's more than likely going to. Yeah. I got Bijan Robinson getting a touchdown week 1.
I don't really like that. I don't know him. I don't know him.
Bro, I don't see the Carolina Panthers defense really holding him down.
Brian Burns is playing. Brian Burns is playing.
Burns is playing?
Burns is playing, I think. Yeah.
But that's one person, bro.
Boy, he's a dog. He's a dog. What the
D-line he is. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely a dog. But, like, what that D-line look like?
Yep, they say he's likely to play. Yep.
So, I mean, that could be a up there. For me, I think it'll happen. I also had Austin Eckler anytime touchdown. Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown, and then I threw Khalil Herbert in that too. I think he's gonna get a touchdown. We get in the red zone 2-yard line.
But you don't think with Khalil Herbert, you don't think when they get in the red zone they're gonna give it to Roschon? Is that the guy name?
So Roschon right now is third on the depth chart.
Oh, okay. Who is the second then?
Donta Foreman.
Oh, I forgot about Foreman. Oh, yeah, they gonna give it to Foreman though. I ain't gonna lie. He was the bruiser in Carolina. He was the bruiser.
I mean, that's possible. Let's say.
What was the odds on Foreman? What was the odds on Foreman?
He wasn't really on that, bro.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the RB1 right now is Khalil Herbert.
Okay.
Like, from the period, he's the starting running back. He's gonna be enough for majority of the plays. I also think that once we get, like I said, to the red zone, even if it's if it's not even a run, if it's like a quick little screen, Herbert can get that.
For sure,
Herbert can get that.
Yeah,
so
I like that.
That was my Hail Mary. What's your picks for the day?
So I'm gonna give my strongest picks. Then I'm just doing a random Hail Mary. So right now I'm looking at these are picks I'm probably gonna play in the next 30 minutes because I like to wait to get the best odds for real. So I'm going 49ers, Steelers over 41.5. I feel like this season, Pickett with him being in the offense because he was smooth last year. With Pickett actually been in the offense, having the whole year to study, get acquainted with the old line, is getting Pickens, the Pickens show. I feel like I can see them moving the ball, especially with DeMeco Ryans leaving. I don't know what type of defense I'm expecting because you got Bosa. Bosa's gonna be Bosa, but at the same time, I just don't know what defense in the secondary that that the 49ers are going to come with. So I really like that play. I like Bengals money line right now, -116. And I'm rocking with the home team. I'll go Bears. Something you might rarely hear me say. I don't say it a lot. That's what it was. It's a curse of Chicago. You never bet on the Bears. Because being a fan, but you don't put your money on the Bears. But I'm going with the Bears. But actually, I also like Seahawks -4.5. Matthew Stafford has to show me something. You've been hurt. Cooper Kupp is out. Van Jefferson, he might hoop. He's cool. But I don't really see I don't see that game being close because Jackson's playing. I got him in fantasy. I hope he go crazy. They elevated him. So, I see Seahawks putting real belt. And I actually got an argument. I want to see your opinion on this. How do you feel about the Dolphins and the Chargers? People are saying the Chargers are going to just whoop on them because the Chargers D-line is strong. But look at the Chargers secondary. It's horrible. It's been horrible.
The only pieces that the Chargers have on their secondary is they went and got J.C. Jackson, who led the league in interceptions last year.
Oh, they got Jack? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, they did have him last year, though, yeah. They got him last year, though.
No. He was on the Patriots last year. He just signed with them this year.
Who is Jackson? They had a Jackson in the secondary, though. He was weak. It might not be him, though, yeah.
Yeah, so they got him, Derwin James. Derwin James, I ain't going to say he, elite.
He was at one point. At one point,
he was.
But now
he's just like a good safety.
But now I feel like he's elevated to. He's more of a nickel. He's not a good cover safety. He's more of he wants to go lay the boom. He wants to go hit somebody.
He's trying to be Ed Reed.
He makes his plays in the box for real. For me, he's not going to go up and contest the ball well. None of that. He might get cooked. So yeah. Mm-hmm. But on the flip side, Miami, they secondary just as bad. They mirror each other. Who secondary?
They got two. First. They got. But no, Javon Holland is good.
Yeah, he not. It's Howard.
And they still got Howard, and then they just got Taylor Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey's out. So what does that even mean?
I thought he was good.
No, I thought maybe he got. Thought he was out for a minute. Maybe let me see. He should be out. Because maybe he got hurt.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know if it was ACL.
They went and picked up Eli Apple. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they got Apple though.
Yeah, so
he gonna get cooked once or twice, but he can make some good plays.
He definitely gonna get cooked.
Yeah,
I think I ain't gonna lie. I'm taking the over for that game.
Yeah, I was looking at that, but the over 50 points, and that could happen. They both like to pass. They both like to go deep, so quick scoring, but 50.5 is kind of tough for the first week. See, look, I'm scared about taking 41 with Brock Purdy. And you feel me?
I told you gotta show me.
We know how the 49ers can score. They got too many weapons. So it's the first week, that line being at 50, that's why that the Lions and KC line scared me. It was just too high.
Speaking of lines, the reason why I'm saying over is because under messed me up yesterday. I took the under.
Man, the unders be deadly, G. The unders be deadly.
And the under missed, I think the under missed by 14 points, 2 touchdowns. I didn't think it was going to be so high scoring just going off of last year, how it was 20-19.
You're right. Boom, you're right, because usually the first couple games, the secondaries be getting cooked. You're right. I ain't going to lie. Mm-hmm. I ain't going to lie. Because Mahomes has to receive, because you think about it, Jared Goff was dotting up the Chiefs secondary. Not that says a lot, but secondaries be losing. Secondaries be trash the first. You right. Secondaries be trash early, folks.
So I ain't gonna lie.
I want to take the Seahawks.
Wait, before I get into my last few picks, what's your Hail Mary? Because I know you said
Hail Mary. Okay, Hail Mary. I like. This is for all the guys that fly in the back. I'm going Patriots money line plus 152. Plus 152. I love Mac Jones. I love the fact that they going against the Eagles. And the Eagles are not. I feel like the Patriots defensive culture, they're aggressive. They like to hit. They gonna hit the Eagles in the mouth. So Eagles money line 152, Washington plus minus 6.5, Vikings minus 4.5. Then I like the Houston Texans and Ravens over 43.5. Then Panthers plus 150. I like the Panthers plus 150. I'm not a believer of the Falcons. You have Desmond Ridder, who's not really a quarterback to me. He's not a polished quarterback to me. That's their starter. B. Young, he got some pieces over there. Give me B. Young all day over Desmond Ridder. Let's be for real. What are we doing?
I ain't gonna lie, that Patriots money line is a little surprising.
Bro, that's what I said.
It's surprising.
Two, they know something. They know something. Sprinkle a little bit of something on the Patriots money line.
I feel like they're trying to give them that slight edge, in a sense, just because they at home. Even no, it's not even the edge.
Right,
like the odds is close though. The odds are really, really close. Like that plus 152 is
bro. The line is at 3.5 now, bro. Like this can happen.
Yeah.
But also I like the under that game. You got two strong
under 44.
Yeah, you got two strong defenses. The Patriots had a strong defense last year. We know about the Eagles. We call them what? Philadelphia Dogs, whatever you call Philadelphia Bulldogs. They got everybody from Georgia. So I feel like it's gonna be a slow scoring game. So for sure. I'm like Patriots. I might do that straight up. Then sprinkle a little bit something on the Patriots money line because I like it more than we're talking about it. Yeah. I'm gonna do that by itself. 152, lock it in.
Hey, any last things that you want to touch on before we get out of here?
Sunday night. What are we liking? America's Game of the Year. We got Dallas and New York. They give us a good game every year. Like I love this game, bro. I love the Dallas. I'm going Giants though.
Yeah, I'm thinking Giants at home.
They too stacked on defense.
For me, Daniel Jones got paid, so he got to show me.
Yeah, for sure.
He got to show me. He got to show me the reason they passed up giving Saquon the money to give it to him.
I wouldn't have paid him that much. Like he's a good facilitator. Don't get me wrong. He's gonna have a 300-yard pass game here and there. But he's an excellent facilitator. He can run. But I'm just not paying him that much money. Like Danny Dimes is my guy. Don't get me wrong. He done won me some money. But he didn't want me money
He's like a better mobile Jared Goff.
Facts. I would say only reason I'm on edge because he's not as accurate as Jared Goff. He's not as accurate. Jared Goff is accurate as fuck, bro. Like it makes no sense. Yeah, he's accurate.
Yeah. I like the Giants too. I think that defense is up there, but then again, Dallas got a good defense too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the line,
it's gonna be a good game. Overall, it's gonna be a good game.
The line is at 45.5. Do you like the over or the under? That's generous. That's generous. But the defense, depending on where the defense is played, but we know them offenses can score. Only thing about Dallas can score. I know Dallas can score. Only thing about Giants scoring, they gonna score, but it's gonna be a 10-minute drive. They might take it to the second half and score one touchdown. Like
that's why I'm like probably the under.
Yeah, they old school football. We're gonna run Saquon. We're gonna do a 5-yard slant with the tight end. Now they got Waller. So they're gonna be hitting a lot of slants, a lot of inside the hashes. So it's like I expect them to kill a lot of the clock. So I might like under for that game.
Yeah. I'm saying under, and then I'm taking Giants, bro. I think they'll get this one.
Yeah, that's something we can agree on. We can agree on right there. Yeah, we can agree on that.
And then just to touch on Monday real quick, I got Buffalo winning in New York.
Okay.
Buffalo money line.
Yeah.
And I'll probably take the over. The over right now is at 45.5. I think it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen type of it.
For sure. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I'm not really high. First game, I gotta really see what A-Rod coming with. Like again, he's what's on it? How can I
he coming in somewhere.
Yeah, how can I word this? A-Rod, to me, he is the GOAT of my era. Our era, I can say. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But I gotta see him with all the tools. He He not used to having tools, bro. When you got too many tools in the shed, sometimes you don't know if you need a Phillip.
You don't know what else.
Yeah, you don't know which one you need. So yeah, he got too many tools. I want to see what he does. Breece Hall, I got him in fantasy. Hopefully he hoops today. They elevate him. He's active. He's feeling good. Come on.
He said he liked the way his knee feel right now, so he said he's confident in it. Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah. I forgot about the Buffalo Bills. Their linebackers are probably like the weakest part of their defense now that
Miller's still out. Von Miller, right? He's still out.
Von Miller is still out, and the only person they really have that's like somewhat known is Milano. So I feel like
he's consistent.
Yeah. I like Milano. I'm saying he's the only one that's consistent right now versus everybody else that they have.
Y'all took the other linebacker.
Yeah, Tremaine Edmonds. So, and that's I was when you said go, I'm like,
I'm an AFC guy. Look, I'm an AFC guy. This was one of the and Peyton Manning's height. This is one of the biggest rivalry, us against the Patriots. I would never again. Tom, he got his accolades. I'm gonna give him his. But talent-wise, for me, it's going to be A-Rod. Like, A-Rod, that's why, because I like Mahomes. But A-Rod was like the first flashing of Mahomes type. He ain't that athletic, of course. But A-Rod was doing the crazy throws, and he driving it in a minute down the field. Tom Brady, he can do that, but he going to get all type of passing interference calls and holding calls. He going to get a little help. A-Rod, he not getting no help. Let's be for real. He ain't have no stars for real.
Coming from a Bears fan who had to deal with Aaron Rodgers for so many years, Aaron Rodgers gets bailed out.
He's a menace. He's so
menace, but he gets bailed out sometimes too.
Yeah, man, he's accurate. Even I feel like even in his older age, he's still super accurate, bro. It's crazy. But I ain't gonna accolades. Give it to Tom Brady all day, but I'm going off talent. A-Rod for sure. Like that's of my era for sure. And I only reason I say my era because I hated Tom Brady growing up. He used to make me cry. AFC Championship. You know how many AFC Championships we lost to him, bro? Sunday night footballs, we lost to him, bro. Like we was crying like that. When they played each other, Colts and Patriots played each other, it was prime time every time. So it's like we used to get whooped on the biggest stage, gang. I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm a little boy, bro. Tom Brady don't care. So I don't care about him. Professional Mahomes go now.
Kendall. KJ said 38-3. I think he meant 28-3. Talking about that Falcons versus the Patriots Super Bowl. He said, "Remember that."
That was crazy. Yeah,
that was crazy.
Niggas finna go to bed. Niggas woke up. Niggas stretched up for the nap. Brady up. What happened? Like what's the fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy. But hey, man. We gonna wrap up this second episode. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Any last words you want to say? We already talked about our last picks and everything.
Let's go, let's go, Colts.
Hey, bear down, man. You see what's behind me. You see what's
bear down too. We got Bears money line. Bear down today. Let's go.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Catch us real soon, man.